Hello, this presentation is for the students of semester 3 on general English subject. This is MD Jalil, Assistant Professor of English, Tara Government College Autonomous, Sambar. In our last few presentations, we have completed the unit number 1 syllabus. You know that in our syllabus of unit number 1 has been divided into 4 sections. Among them, the first section was a poem, Life, written by Charlotte Bronte, and the second section, a prose piece, a short story, written by Rabindranath Tagore. The name of the story is A Wrong Man in Workers' Paradise. After that, the section number 3 is vocabulary, in which we have synonyms and antonyms in our syllabus. After that, we took the 4th section in unit number 1, grammar. Under that, prepositions and prepositional phrases are given, and in 2 separate presentations, the topic on grammar complete. So after completing unit number 1 in this presentation, now we try to move to unit number 2. So in unit number 2 also divided into 4 sections. The first one is a poem, second one is a prose piece of writing, third one is vocabulary, and fourth one is grammar section. So among these 4 sections, in today's presentation, we try to take the first section, that is a poem. So the name of the poem in unit number 2 is Punishment in Kindergarten. This poem is written by a familiar, well-known, modern Indian poetess, Kamala Das. First, we try to understand the meaning of the title, and after that we try to enter into the poem. So the title of the poem is Punishment in Kindergarten. It has 3 words with a preposition in between of the words punishment and kindergarten. First, we try to understand the meaning of the word kindergarten. Kindergarten is a kind of school which is intended to the children, the kids whose age is below 5 years. Generally, they are playway schools. The concept of kindergarten was first introduced in Germany by Madame Maria Montessori with the concept of introducing preschool to the children who are about to go to school. So that concept was later popularized all over Europe, and now almost the entire world is adopting these kindergarten schools. So kindergarten schools are preschools to make the children habituate to attend schools, to introduce playway methods of learning, and a very short period of time the children stay at school in these kind of schools, so that they will be habituated to go to school. So in the title we have this word kindergarten. By inspiring this concept, even in India also, the central government introduced the concept of Anganwadi schools, where nutritious food is given to the children, as well as some playway methods are also introduced to the children. So here in title we have the word kindergarten, and the first word of this poem is punishment. The word punishment refers to a reward given for doing something wrong. So in our context, generally some kinds of punishments are given to the children attending schools in the form of punishments, because to make them attentive, to make them to do the given work, sometimes the punishments are given to the children. They are supposed to be mild. They are supposed to make the children realize. But sometimes these punishments turn into a rude way, and they make the children to think about schools. So in the present poem also, the poet presents a punishment given in a kindergarten school. So this is the meaning of the title. So the title of the poem tells us that this poem is about a kindergarten school, and in that school a punishment was given. So this is the title of the poem, and this poem is written by a popular Indian modern English poetess, Kamala Das. In the later part of this presentation, we try to see some information about that. So in the beginning of the syllabus, we are given an activity named pre-reading activity. So we begin the presentation with that activity. In this activity, pre-reading activity, some questions are given to us. If we go through these questions, and if we have a discussion on these questions, it makes us better understanding of the poem. And also these questions take us to the theme, the idea, the concept of the poem. So before beginning the poem, we see these questions. The first question is, do you remember your school days? Now, all of you have completed your schooling and in your intermediate college. Now you are at graduation level. But just try to remember your school days. Generally, many of us feel our school days as memorable days because the innocence, the peer group, the games we played at school, the fun we had at school, generally those school days make us, those memories make us going into past and making us happy. But is it true? Is every child is happy during his school days? Do you have happy memories of your school days or unhappy ones? Just think whether were you happy or unhappy during your school days. So it is difficult to answer this question because we cannot give a straightforward answer for this question, because usually, generally, all our school days were not happy or not unhappy. It was a mixture of happy memories and unhappy memories. But we can say whether we are more happy or more unhappy during our school days. Or overall, can we give an impression that all school days were happy memories? Because even though there were some unhappy memories, but they overall happy memories. Or totally were they unhappy? If a question is put to you, what was the best thing about your school life? What was the worst? From generalizing to, if we come to a specific question, if you are asked to remember one best thing, one happiest thing in your school days, and one worst thing in your school days, just try to memorize them. If you memorize, if you remember them, why did you still remember the best thing and the worst thing? So what are these two things, if you are able to remember? And during your school days, the important role, the major role was played by your teachers, because usually the interaction between the students and the teachers takes place in a classroom. So it is always important to have relationships, whether good or bad, with the teachers is always important. So what kind of relationship you led during your school days? Were they amicable, or do you have a bad relationship with your teachers? Sometimes with some teachers, some students are very much comfortable, very comfortable, but with some teachers, they don't. So why? What is the reason? Where the fault lies? Overall, what type of relationships you had with your teachers? Just try to remember. Next, just remember that at any time during your school days, were you ever punished by your teacher? I think may not quite often, but now and then, every one of us were punished by our teachers. Then, how did you feel? How did you take that punishment? Still today, you remember, do you remember some of the punishments? Or just have you forgotten all of them? How did you take those punishments? And sometimes the teachers praise the students, the children. They encourage the children. Then, how did you feel if when the teachers praised you, they encouraged you, they said good words about you, about you with your parents, then what were your reactions in those days? Would you feel very much elated, happy? So what kind of feelings did you have in those days? So how did you uh, used to take the praise, the rewards given by your teachers? And just think that, were you an introvert or an extrovert in your school days? I hope you know the meaning of these two words, introvert and an extrovert. These two words tell about the condition, psychological condition, the mental condition of a person. Introvert is a person who does not mix up, mingle easily with others. He or she tries to stay alone in oneself. But some people they are extroverts. Extroverts are people of a kind of open-minded. They mix up, they mingle with people easy. They easily form groups, and they look very jovial, very funny. But introverts are uh, these people feel difficult to mingle with people, and they try to remain in their selves. So, what type of a person you are during your school days? You are an introvert or an extrovert? Is there any change from those days? Now, what are you now? If you are an introvert in your school days and now an extrovert, or were you an extrovert in your school days and now an introvert? If there is a change, then why? If there is no change, also why? Just have a think, have a thought on these ideas. If you are an introvert, so do you like being alone? Usually introverts, it is said that they stay alone. They very easily don't mix up with people. So if you like being alone, or do you like to stay in small groups, group of 2, 3 friends, or among a lot of people? Some people, they like very much to being part of a large group. So what type of a person you are? You like being alone, or you like to be a part of in a small group, or you want to mix up among a lot of people? What type of a person you are? Do you recall any incident from your school picnics? So generally it is a practice to students that the students are taken to picnics. So that is a different kind of experience from classroom experience. The children are taken out, they're exposed to the outer world. So generally, students, children at school age, they like to go picnics because it gives them a kind of different exposure from their classroom routine. So in your school days, do you remember the incident that uh, that that you can remember about picnics? And when you were taken to a picnic, was it a happy memory or painful one? Usually, children go to picnic to have a fun time, to enjoy, to mix up with their peer group. Generally, they go for happy experience, happy memories. But is it always happy? or sometimes is it a painful one? So what kind of experiences did you have during your picnic days? So these are some of the questions that make you think about during your school days when you were a child attending classes. So what type of time you had during your school days? And especially this poem is focusing on kindergarten. So if you are able to remember any incidents, for happy or worst incidents, just try to memorize those incidents. And by taking one sentence, by looking at one sentence, we try to uh, end this pre-reading activity. Psychologists suggest that our childhood experiences shape our adult personality. I hope you also agree with this idea, with this opinion, because what kind of childhood we led, naturally that reflects in our future times to come. So the friends we met, the teachers we had, the family we had, the surroundings that we had, all these things influence our childhood, and automatically those things reflect in our coming days. So how these incidents, these conditions shape our future is the concept, the theme of the poem. So by looking at all these questions and all these introspection, yeah, just now we have completed this sentence. Kindergarten schools for young children are meant for the children of below 5 years of age. And during this period, the relationships between the teachers and the children are very important, because the children are at very tender age during that period, and just they are getting habituated to go to schools. So then the teachers have to treat them in a very positive and a very balanced, in an intended way. Otherwise, sometimes it will have a bad impact on the child. Do you think that our teachers in generally are given an adequate training to deal with these children, or generally they are treating all of them like alike and there is no tenderness in those relationships, or our teachers are adequately trained for this kind of schools? So by seeing all these questions, you might have come to an idea that in this poem, the poet Kamala Das is going to present an idea, a concept that happened at kindergarten. And the title suggests us that, and these questions suggest us that this poem is about a punishment that was given in kindergarten, and how that punishment remembered for a long time and had its impact on a child. So this is the backdrop of the poem. So by seeing this section, we may know that this poem is going to talk about a punishment given to a child in the child's kindergarten school. So the next section in this poem, after pre-reading activity, is about the author, the poet of this poem. In this coming section, I try to introduce you some information regarding to the poet. This poem, Punishment in Kindergarten, is written by Kamala Das, a very well-known, familiar, popular, modern Indian poet. Kamala Das was born in 1934 and died in 2009, very recently. And she was born in the state of Kerala, in the region of Malabar. Malabar is one of the prominent regions in Kerala, which is very much rich in flora and fauna. So in that region, Kamala Das was born in 1934, and her life is very interesting, having several twists and turns. The same with her works also. Her career, her works also marked by several twists and turns. And she is familiar for writing confessional mode of poetry. Confessional mode of poetry indicates about the poetry that is about oneself. This poetry is taken from one's experiences. Especially, this poetry deals with the black side of experience, the dark side of experience. So confessional poetry, it presents the feelings, the emotions of a person which are taken from their own life. And during the 1950s and 1960s, many European poets adopted this confessional mode of poetry, started writing this confessional mode of poetry. Among them, one of the Western poets, Sylvia Plath, Canadian poet, is very much remembered as icon for writing confessional mode of poetry. And Kamala Das also make us remember Sylvia Plath through her poetry. And like Sylvia Plath, Kamala Das also wrote candidly. Candid means she produced much poetry in confessional mode. And in her poetry, she also presented the emotional lives of women. Because in our context, the women are generally not permitted in many conditions, in many contexts, to express their emotions openly. So, through her poetry, Kamala Das tried to give a shape, a form to the emotions of women. So through her confessional poetry, Kamala Das expressed the emotional lives of women. Kamala Das started writing at her young age, and coming to her works, in the year 1965, Kamala Das published her first book of poetry titled Summer in Calcutta. But till the publication of her book in the 1973, old play homes and other poems, she did not get recognition. Because our first book of poetry, Summer in Calcutta, contains our memories of childhood, her personal experiences when she was a young girl and a child. But the publication of this book in 1973, Old Play Home and Other Poems, brought her a wide recognition. And in the year 1976, Kamala Das published her autobiographical work with the title My Story. And this book established her one of the important writers, poets of modern Indian English writings. And later she experimented with prose also. She started writing short stories and novels, and even her experiments with the prose also received a great applause all over the country. And through her writings in her autobiography, she confesses that Kamala Das was influenced largely by her mother. So she always remembers her mother, Balamani Amma, in her writings. So with the influence of her mother, Kamala Das shaped her character, and in her writings also, she reflects the influence of her mother. Kamala Das also published many short stories and novels in Malayalam. She is a bilingual writer. She wrote in Malayalam as well as in English, and many of her prose works she wrote in Malayalam. She adopted a pen name, and she published all her writings in Malayalam with the name Madhavi Kutti. Like in the first poem, Life, Charlotte Bronte adopted a pen name. If you remember the name, that was Carrarbel, and with that pen name, she wrote her writings, because in those days, women were not permitted to publish their novels with their original names. So even her classic Jane Eyre was published with the pen name Carrarbel. In the same way, Kamala Das also published all her writings with the pen name Madhavi Kutti. And in her writings, her themes, we can observe that drawing upon religious and domestic imagery to explore a sense of identity, she presented throughout her writings. So in her writings, she wanted to establish the identity of herself, the identity of a woman. And as well as she tried to present the religious influence and the domestic imagery of a woman in her writings. She also wrote about her intense personal experiences, including her growth into womanhood. So throughout her poetry, just now we saw earlier, throughout her poetry, we can see the confessional mode of expression, and in her poetry, she presented her growth as a child to a young girl and a young girl to a woman. So how the journey has taken place? What were her experiences during that period? What were the emotions that she has gone through that period? So all these things were presented in her poetry. And the present piece of the poem, Punishment in Kindergarten, is also one of the such poems that dramatizes the trauma that she undergone in school. So the present poem also explains one of her experiences when Kamala Das gone through, experienced when she was a very young lady, when she was attending her kindergarten. So this poem illustrates, tells in detail about the personal experience of the poet, how she experienced at her school level. So now we try to take a brief introduction about the poem. So the next section that is given in the poem is about the poem. Kamala Das, in this poem, she reveals one of her autobiographical experiences based on one of her experiences during a picnic when Kamala Das was studying, a student at a kindergarten, and she was taken to a picnic to a place called Victoria Gardens in Calcutta. Because Kamala Das, she spent all her childhood at Calcutta. So when she was studying in a kindergarten, she was taken to a picnic. And the children of that school were taken to picnic to a garden named Victoria Garden. And there she had an experience. So this poem is based on her experience during that picnic. And then this poem is actually tells about the experience of the poet when it took place when she was a young girl, a child. But after many years, the poet remembers the incident that took place in her life, and she tries to recollect the incident in her poetry. So this poem is a journey between 2 points of times. Now she is presenting the poem as a grown-up woman, grown-up person. But she was recollecting the incident that happened in very remote past, when she was a very young child. So this poem moves from remote past to present. So how the ideas, the memories, the impressions were brought of the past are brought to the present. So how did she feel of those experiences? And what is the impact of these memories? So these children were taken to a picnic, Victoria Gardens in Calcutta, and she was a very young child, and she had one experience in that during that picnic. So the present poem expresses the impression that left on the memory of the poet in the form of the poem, the punishment in kindergarten. So this is the brief introduction about the poem. In the next presentation, in next hour presentation, we try to take the poem in detail, and we try to take the explanation part and some important points to be remembered in the poem. And later we try to take the glossary and the comprehension questions of that poem. And in that way, we try to close the poem. So before closing this presentation, I would like to give you the recap of what I have explained so far. So we try to have the recap of the introduction of this poem. So today we have taken the poem, the second poem in our second unit, a punishment in kindergarten, written by a well-known, renowned Indian poet, Kamala Das. This poem is based on the experience, one of the experience gone through by Kamala Das when she was a student of kindergarten. So in this poem, Kamala Das is expressing her ideas, her impression during one incident. She names it as a punishment she has undergone in that time, and what that impression, how that impression left on her life in her future period is very clearly, very effectively explained in this poem. Kamala Das is the poet of this poem, a very popular, well-known Indian poetess. She wrote many books. She wrote poetry. She wrote short stories. She wrote novels. When she wrote in Malayalam, she adopted a pen name, Madhavi Kutty. And when she published her writings, she also published her writings in English also. And the present poem is tells about one of Kamala Das' experiences during a picnic when these children were taken to Victoria Gardens when she was a student of kindergarten. So in the next presentation, we try to see in detail about the explanatory part of the poem and some grammar and vocabulary sections that are related to this poem. So thank you for listening this presentation.